Hey everybody, Lauren Baptiste from Akaloa Wellness here. I'm an international speaker, corporate well-being consultant, and Ayurvedic health counselor. I've been asked to share with you the 5 things that you need to know to get the sleep that you need to wake up feeling refreshed and energized. So without further ado, let's dive right in because I know you want those Z's and I want you feeling your best self ASAP. So number 1, this idea is to wake up with the sun. Have you ever woken up around 4 or 5 in the morning, wide awake, but then consciously deciding to flip over and go back to bed for another few hours? Then maybe you find yourself feeling energetically heavy, groggy, tired when you wake up officially. The sun's alignment has everything to do with how you feel upon waking. Monks have been living this for thousands of years. They've been waking up before the rise of the sun. And what this does is greatly benefit how you show up creatively. It shows this lightness and focus of concentration, and it allows the lucid, light, subtle qualities of this time of day to make it easier to meditate, concentrate, and create. So try waking up with the sun and see how that works for you. Number 2, do not snooze. Honestly, if I could give only one piece of advice, this would really be it. Snoozing is the first decision we make every single day that goes against our highest self. It's that first meh, meh, meh. Boom. I choose not to put myself first today. I choose my sleep over my goals, over my inspiration, over my mission in life. And so, what I love to do is invite you not only not to snooze, but to get past that. And the way to do that is think about the reason why you need to get out of bed in an inspiring way. What gets you out of bed? We've heard this quote so many times. What gets you out of bed? Maybe it's an inspirational quote, it's a loved one, it's a passion project. Focus on that immediately when you hear that wah, 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 go off. Allow it to be a reminder to get out of bed, to allow yourself to do what you love most. So try that on for size. Number 3, make lunch your heaviest meal of the day. Now, I'm sure you're asking, what does this have to do with my sleep? So let's take a step back. When we have our meals of the day, most of us are consuming dinner as our largest meal. What that does is it prevents the body from going into a true detoxifying process at night. A lot of times we're waiting for dinner, which is our biggest meal of the day, and by the time we get home from our busy jobs, we're not eating till 8, 9, sometimes 9:30 or 10 at night. And I've heard this time after time after time. You eat and then you think you're going to go to bed right away. No way. The body's trying to detoxify, the body's trying to digest everything and process. And then you want to relax, watch some TV. Notice the habit forming here. Then, if you're not going to bed until too late, it's starting to affect how you show up. So, think about having lunch as your biggest meal of the day. It doesn't have to be too heavy. We don't want a painful meal, but making it heavier at lunchtime and lighter at dinner so that the body can easily digest your dinner and allow for a faster, easier, restful sleep. Number 4, do you notice yourself waking up often during the night? Check the time. I know. This one used to bother me too. I hated checking the clock because I had that countdown fear. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But if you notice yourself waking up regularly, I wake up at the same time at 1 a.m. every night, or I notice myself that I consistently wake up around 4:30 in the morning, check the clock and see if it's a habit, if it's a pattern, if it's something that is just becoming part of your routine. It's really important that we take note. If you're working with an Ayurvedic health counselor or some other type of sleep specialist, it's really good to know this information because this will help identify what's going on and how you can feel better as soon as possible. So I always like to mention, right, we have different types of times that affect our sleep in different ways. And so if it's before 2 a.m., it's definitely going to have some type of effect. If it's after 2 a.m., between 2 and 6 a.m., it has another. So just be mindful of when am I waking up and what does that mean? All right, number 5. I'll sleep when I'm dead is dead. I used to subscribe to this thinking, and it actually brought out the worst in me. And I want to invite you here to let it go, just like I did. This idea of I'll sleep when I'm dead creates this cycle of I have to push harder, I have to push through, and I expect others to do the same as me. And what I noticed in myself is not only was I exhausted, fatigued, not feeling well, grumpy, but I noticed how I reacted with others was becoming impaired. I wasn't able to connect as compassionately with my colleagues. And no kidding, because I wasn't sleeping. So once I started to put this belief to rest and give myself permission to sleep the amount that I needed to thrive, my entire life changed. I used to be that person who was a zombie from the living dead, coming up the elevator, trudging over to my desk, and just starting my workday. And when I allowed myself to sleep what I needed, then I was able to step into the office more compassionately, say good morning with a smile on my face, and release this belief that I have to stay awake every waking moment in order to live a fulfilling, vital, vibrant life. All right, so those are the 5. Let's recap. Let's wake up with the sun. Let's not snooze. Let's make lunch the heaviest meal of the day. Let's check the time if we wake up often in the middle of the night. And this I'll sleep when I'm dead, it's dead. All right, everybody, thank you for checking in. I hope you find those tips really helpful. I'm excited to support you and your sleep and wishing you the best slumbers ever. Thank you so much.